Hi, everyone. This is Caroline Speaks State of our World on Wednesday, April 20th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? All three. Okay. Okay. Now, what are some of the headlines out there? Major headlines. Security deteriorates in Afghanistan as two bombs kill students in Kabul at a Hazara Shiite boys' school. ISIS, they say it might be ISIS-K that did that. The West did a really good job, and Russia did a really good job in destroying Afghanistan to get their resources. Okay. U.S. welcomes Ukrainians at border and uses Title 42 to block as a tool to block other asylum seekers. Very, very sad. They're letting the people who are next door can't come in, but the Ukrainians can't come in. Okay, everybody should be able to seek asylum. Also, Melissa Lucio faces Texas execution despite innocent claims and bipartisan calls to save her life. I hope you will be saved. I hope you will be saved and will go free. Okay, also, Russia rejects UN ceasefire proposal. Ukrainian refugees top 5 million. That's nice. The world is a real mess. New York Times reveals Ukraine used cluster munitions. U.S. to send $800 million more in military aid. Now, the cluster munitions were used by Ukraine, which they haven't signed on to the ban of the cluster munitions. I don't know why people are using these horrible weapons. Okay. Prominent Russian banker blasts insane war, urges West to give Putin a clear exit. Why should Putin get a clear exit? Just to destroy him and his government. That's what I would do if I could. Okay, U.S. warns 250,000 children in Somalia could die of starvation. Another disaster of the West trying to conquer other countries. Okay, now, UK judge okays extradition of Julian Assange to the US. Hey, well, I don't like him. He's accused of being a rapist. Justice Department holds off on appealing mask mandates for travelers. Okay, well, I'm in favor of the mask mandate. We have our masks with us all the time and wear them with other people. One killed in Sri Lanka as protests mount over economic and political crisis. Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon. And what kind of they're having problems? Everybody is having problems. Um, there's shortages of food, fuel, and medicine. So that's very sad that these areas are paying the price for the greed of the West. Okay. Um, Solomon Islands and China sign a security deal despite protests from the U.S. Okay. Jose Ramos Horta takes commanding lead in East Timor election. I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll figure it out. So I hope the people get a good government. Okay. Now, New Jersey diocese to pay $87.5 million to settle sexual abuse claims from what era? The 1950s. Claims dating back to the 1950s. That's great. Now, Biden administration moves to reduce student debt burden on some borrowers. Good. Mexican mother found dead hanging from a 30-foot high border fence in Arizona. She's trying to get here, and she paid what they call coyotes to bring her over, and in Douglas, Arizona, and she got entangled in a climbing harness, and the people who were supposed to help her that left her Once she got entangled, it didn't help her. So I hope those coyotes, those people, I hope they get their due. They're held accountable. Hope they suffer the same fate. DOJ threatens to take over New York City's Rikers Island, citing extraordinary level of violence. Good. Autopsy shows police officer fatally shot Patrick Leoya in the back of his head, so hope they'll be held accountable. And what state is this? I don't know. It's the state of... Okay, what? Michigan. Okay, so hope those police officers will be held accountable. Trump supporter pleads guilty to threatening to kill Representative Ilhan Omar. That's great. I hope he is held accountable. He's been sentenced to a year in prison for threatening House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in the January 6th insurrection. And he's also pleaded guilty that he threatened to kill Democratic Congress member Ilhan Omar 3 years ago. So don't put him away forever. These people. Now, okay. What else is happening here? We lost our... Okay. Now, what else happened? Now, workers at 5 Starbucks stores in Richmond, Virginia vote to unionize. Good for you. Hope you unionize all of Starbucks stores and all companies, all factories, all stores, everything. Russia begins major offensive to seize eastern Ukraine, and I hope Russia fails and Ukrainians win. Federal judge strikes down CDC's mask mandate for public transportation. That's great. That's a very smart move. Very dumb. Okay. All right. That's a lot of news for today. How about a little music to lighten the mood? Okay. Okay. Let's... Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Okay, that's a verse from Good Night, Irene, which was recorded by the Weavers. That's a very old song, a very nice song. Thank you for tuning in this evening of Wednesday, April 20th, 2022, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hope you'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care of yourself and others. Stay safe. Wear a mask, practice social distancing, and a vaccine is available for you. I would take it. Had mine on May 27th, the Johnson & Johnson one shot, and I'm looking for a booster. Okay, and thank you. Stay safe. And remember, take care of yourself and others, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.